Okay, so now we're going to take place value to a whole nother level, so rounding. But we have to use place value to help us round. So first we're just going to review place value. So I'm just going to write a number real fast on my whiteboard. So here's my number, 1,254. So the 4 right here is at my ones place. This is at my tens place. Hundred, and then thousands place. Okay? So there's my number, and we practiced this a couple weeks ago, practicing ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands place. So now we're going to take it to a level where we can round based off of that place value. So let me go over the anchor chart real fast. So the anchor chart says underline the digit in the rounding place. Circle the next digit to the right. Follow the rounding rule. So 4 or less, you let it rest. 5 or more, you add 1 more. Change all digits to the right of the rounding place to 0. All digits to the left remain the same. Example, round 634 to the nearest 10. So I'm going to just break it down for you. They did it a little bit right here. So my number is 634. So there's my number. So first, if we wanted to round to the nearest 10, I know that my 3 is in my tens place. So I'm going to underline my 3 in the tens place. Then I'm going to circle the next digit to the right. So I'm going to circle my 4. So now I'm going to follow my rule. 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, add 1 more. So it's 4 or less, so let it rest. So tens place number will remain as is. So I know these two numbers, 6 and 3, are going to remain the same. And the rule 4 or less, it means it needs to go down. So the 4 is going to go down to the closest number, which is 0. So that is one way we can round. Let me show you one more to make sure that we got it. So my next number is going to be 575. So there's my number. If I want to round to the nearest 10, underline the 7, circle the 5, right next door. So now I'm going to go back to my little rule. 5 or more, add 1 more. So when I do that, I know that I'm going to have to add 1 more to my 10. So that's going to change it to 5, 8, 0. And I rounded to the nearest 10. So my new number is 580. Okay, so that is one way of how we can round numbers. There is another way that we can round numbers. So this is our second way we can round numbers, is by using number lines. So rounding to the nearest 10. First, find which two multiples of 10 the number lies between, and then round to the nearer of the two numbers. Example, round 34 to the nearest 10. So I'm going to show it real fast. So I'm going to draw my number line. It goes to 40, and 30 is my lowest. So this is what it looks like, my number line. So I know 34 is going to be between 40 and 30. So I know 34 is not going to be right in the middle because it's not 35. So 35 is the halfway point. So there's 35, the halfway point. 34 is right there closer to which number? Which number is 34 closest to? Is 34 closest to 40 or is 34 closest to 30? So the best way you can do that is follow that rule. 4 or less, let it rest, or 5 or more, add 1 more. So 34 is closer to 30 than 40. So I know that 34 is going to round down to 30. Let's try one more. Okay, my new number is going to be 56. So here's my new number. So 56 is between 50 and 60. So here's my number line. I know 56 is between 50 and 60. My halfway point is what? What is my halfway point? My halfway point is 55. Where does 56 fall on my number line? So my 56 is right there. My halfway point is right there. Which number is closest to 56? Is it going to be 50 is closer or 60 is closer? Right, so we're going to go up because it's 5 or higher, and we have to add one more. So 56 is going to round up to 60, just like that. Okay, so now you are going to practice. On the next slide, I have put an extra resource. Let me pull it up real fast. There's the extra resource to help you round using a number line. Rounding to the nearest 10 or rounding to the nearest 100. Okay, good luck and try your best. Make sure you look for feedback on these math Google Slides because I can give you feedback on these. All right, good luck, third graders. Thank you for watching and try your best.